with an invitation. I am about to go on a sojourn, a sacred journey, as we call our company. This was channeled to me during a very difficult time in my life in 2011. And sometimes when we're going through those challenging times in our lives is when we create or heal or reach deeper into ourselves and seek to connect to divine truth or the God within or the God, our creator. And it's such an important thing to do, which we can do when we're celebrating life as well. But many of us tend to do it when we're really on our hands and knees looking for answers and seeking. So I wanted to jump on with this invitation. 2025 has been a challenging year for many people. It's a 9-year, and the number 9 in numerology is a very spiritual number. It's about letting go of what no longer serves. And that is what 2025, hello, honey. It's my husband, Richie.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I was having technical issues and I didn't know why. Sound of Silence, I did 2 recordings, so I don't know if anybody was popping on to see them, but I'm coming back on again a third time's the charm. And I'm coming on with the message, as I said, of inviting on this sojourn that I'm on. 2025 being a year for many, as I said, of letting go of what no longer serves. And it was so true for us. Unexpectedly, in a moment, Richie was not in alignment with what he was doing. He was very unhappy, and it's so difficult to be happy and to be celebrating life when you're celebrating when you want to be happy, and the people closest to you are not, and they're suffering. And that's what was going on with us in part. And so April 25th, we had an experience where Richie was let go from his employment that wasn't where he belonged. It no longer served him and where he needed to be, and God had greater plans. So we were able to receive that opportunity and pivot and achieve with God's presence and in faith a lifelong dream. 4 months later, we arrived in our new home in Southwest Florida, a dream that we've both had of tropical life and living a beach life, a salt life year round. That required us leaving so many people and so many things behind, 6.5 decades of life on Long Island in New York. And that was quite something. 2 weeks into our journey here into Florida, our sweet, one of 4 of our palms, our eldest, Kayla Ray Lynn, Angel of Peace, transitioned and passed in Richie's arms. We're still crying over it, but we know her presence, and she makes her presence known to us very consistently in very many, very powerful ways. And I will share that for those that don't know the story. We got our license plate several weeks later, and it was given to us KL for Kayla Ray Lynn after my mother, and she was 13 and a half, 580D. 580 is the house number of where I grew up as a child. And I had asked my parents to watch out over our Kayla Ray Lynn. So the message there was very clear to me. Once I looked at those numbers and that license plate and the KL, I was stunned and mystified. I call this my magical life because there are so many signs for all of us, all around us, if we will but open our minds to them. So as we bring a year to a close in our lives, and we look forward to a new year, 2026 is the year of the horse. 2025, as I said, was the letting go year, the year of the snake or shedding the skin. The horse is about transformation and new beginnings. And 2026, in and of itself, comes out to a number 1 or 10 and then number 1, because you break it down into a number 1 or new beginning. Many are reflecting upon the difficulties that they had in 2025. And I would just like to suggest that there was a lot of learning, growth, and healing in those challenges and opportunities. And so perhaps in reflection, one might allow themselves to consider, pardon me, who they are today, having traversed through those challenges. What did you come out with? What did you learn? So as we begin this new year here at Casa Beltran, the Green Home Hacienda, in our new dream life, we're in a new volume. It's not even a new chapter in a book. It's a brand new volume, like volume 7. And when I looked at it, I said volume 7, I was laughing because I'm in a 7 year. When you look at your birth date and the year together and you add all those numbers together, it tells you what year you're specifically in. And I'm expressing a number 7 year. And 7 is a very mystical number. On the 7th day, God said it was good. He created the world as we know it. Every 7 years, our blood completely changes. The 7 mystical stars, the 7 outer planets in astrology, 7 days of the week. I could go on and on about the number 7. It's a very, very mystical and magical number. And that's the number that I'm coming into. And so I, each year, choose a word. A friend of mine, Carrie, had shared a book with me. It has to be 7 or 8 years ago, that you select a word that's going to represent the year you're coming into. My word for 2025 was sovereignty. And it certainly was a year of sovereignty and self-empowerment for me as I traversed these changes and sought God and faith in going into the unknown and leaving everything familiar. It was quite challenging and also quite exciting all at the same time. Terrifying and joyful all at the same time. To pack up your entire home and leave your neighborhood, which I loved, to leave Long Island, which is so beautiful. It was, wow, it was big. So my word for 2026 is restoration. And as we came down here and started to reflect on our new beginning, I didn't know where I was heading. All of a sudden, opportunities started to show up. So I decided that I'd like to share my journey and my continuing of my healing process with others in this way. And if there's one person that gets a nugget from it, I have learned so much from other people sharing their stories. So I, in turn, am stepping up in faith and in truth to share my experiences for any that might have an interest in sharing it with me. I invite you to do so. When I looked up the word restoration and the spiritual meaning, it was absolutely perfect, and here it is. Refers to the process of returning to one's original state of purpose as intended by God, often involving healing past wounds and the renewal of one's relationship with Him. It signifies a journey of transformation that leads to wholeness, fulfillment, and a deeper connection to the divine. And I got that on They're Deemed or Bible Hub. Incredible that expressed exactly what I've been feeling so deeply. Taking the next step in my soul's journey and a renewed and a deeper commitment to divinity and God, because we can do nothing without God. God is everything. And when we feel lost, that is where we can go to be renewed, restored, and revitalized. Peace to all. My wish for all is just a joyous new year, an opportunity for us to come together in love, in connection, and in truth, so that we may lift others as we sail forward, fully expressing, as God intended us to, our unique and beautiful gifts. Amen. God bless. happy almost New Year's, and let's make it an absolutely wonderful year. Peace.